Ethan yanked open the door to his workshop apartment. A tall alien woman stood on the threshold, her iridescent blue skin shimmering under the porch light. She cradled a small girl in her arms, wide golden eyes, tiny tendrils framing a face that mixed sharp alien angles with something hauntingly familiar. "Our daughter wants to see you," the woman said. Ethan blinked. His grease-stained hands gripped the doorframe. "What?" She shifted the child higher. The girl, Mira, the name flashed in his mind from a hazy memory, stared at him with unblinking curiosity. "I am HFY War. Mira is ours." Confirmed. Ethan's pulse hammered. 3 months ago, a one-night blur during shore leave on Vorn Prime. He'd woken alone, dismissed it as a fling. Now this. Saley extended a slim data chip, sealed in translucent alloy. Paternity verification. Galactic standard. Run it. Mira wriggled free and dropped to the floor. Her small feet pattered past Ethan before he could react. She darted inside, straight for his workbench cluttered with engine parts and tools. "Hey kid," Ethan started. Mira climbed onto the stool. "Ours," she declared, patting a half-assembled carburetor. Her voice chimed high and clear, laced with an alien trill. Tiny hands snatched a wrench. Saley stepped in after her, closing the door with a firm click. "She fixates on you since the match." Ethan rubbed his jaw, stubble rasping under his fingers. Practicality kicked in. He couldn't deny the pull in those eyes. His eyes, maybe. "All right, let's verify." He crossed to the shop reader, bolted to the wall. A rugged human model scanner he'd jury-rigged for alien tech. Slotted the chip. The screen flickered to life. Green bars climbed. DNA helix spun. Match. 99.87%. Father, Ethan Cole. Mother, Saley Vorn. Child, Mira Vorn Cole. Ethan exhaled slow. "It's real." Mira banged the wrench on the bench. "Fix, Papa, fix!" Saley's gaze pinned him, unyielding. "Protocols activate now. Inspector Halden Rusk arrives at dawn. He enforces interspecies custody. Human fathers forfeit unless proven." "Proven how?" Ethan asked. "Actions. Not words." She folded her arms, tendrils along her neck pulsing faintly. "Foreign law. Off-world sires abandon. Mira bonds early. If you falter, separation. Permanent. She goes to Creche World. I liaison off-world. No child." Ethan glanced at Mira. She pried at a bolt with toddler determination, smudging blue oil on her cheeks. His chest tightened. "Sunrise decision?" Saley nodded. "Bond or release." Rusk scans intent. One lie, one hesitation. He takes her. Mira toppled a gear stack. Metal clattered. She giggled, unfazed. Ethan moved fast, scooped the pieces before they rolled. "Easy, Mira, like this." He demonstrated, threading gears smooth. Human hands, calloused and precise, meshed them perfect. Mira's eyes widened. She mimicked. Clumsy but eager. Gears clicked. Saley watched, silent. Her posture eased a fraction. Ethan straightened. "Why me? Vorn creches. Aren't they safe?" "Safe," Saley said. "Not family. Mira chooses you." Pushes. She knelt by the bench. Show her, human, or step aside. Ethan's mind raced. Mechanic life. Solo fixes. No ties. But those eyes. That wrench grip. Stubborn. Like his at her age. Responsibility hit like a wrench to the gut. "All right," he said. "Stay. Show me Vorn ways." Mira cheered, hugging his leg. Sticky tendrils wrapped his calf. Saley's lips quirked. First crack in her armor. Test begins. Hours blurred, Ethan cleared space on the bench. Mira babbled commands in broken Galstand. "Turn. Fast." He handed her a torque driver, scaled down from his kit. Gentle twist. Feel the click. She did. Click. Beam. Saley hovered, correcting Mira's grip with a touch. "Vorn precision. Humans. Brute." "Not brute," Ethan countered. He stripped a seized piston from a salvaged shuttle engine. No power tools. Just his multi-tool and elbow grease. Pins popped free. Leverage. Saley's tendrils stilled. Efficient. No waste. Mira clapped. "Papa strong!" Ethan flushed. Humble fix. Show. Don't boast. Teamwork. You hold. Mira gripped the piston. Steady. He slid the new one in. Seamless, Sele leaned closer. Her scent, ozone and spice, filled the air. You adapt. Most humans panic. Demand lawyers. Lawyers fix engines. Ethan quipped. He wiped his hands. Nah, do right. Dawn light crept through the grimy window. Mira yawned, tendrils drooping. Ethan scooped her up. She nestled against his shoulder, warm and trusting. Sally's voice softened. She sleeps on you. Rare. Door chime buzzed. Sharp official. Inspector, Sally said. Ethan set Mira down gentle on his cot, tucked a rag blanket over her, faced the door. Inspector Halden Rusk entered, a squat human in crisp Alliance grays. Scanner tablet glowed in his grip. Cole. Paternity logged. Decision? Ethan met his eyes. I claim. Full custody share. Prove it. Rusk's brow arched. Protocol strict. Human-alien bonds fail 78%. Show stability. Sayali stepped forward. He builds. With her. Rusk scanned the bench. Aligned tools. Mira's tiny prints in the oil. Actions noted. Interview. Ethan nodded. Ask. Vorn Customs sires provide nest bond. How? Ethan thought fast. Nest here. Workshop safe. I reinforce. Mira learns tools. Vorn precision. Human grit. Mira stirred. Papa, stay. Rusk paused. Scanner beeped approval. Child response positive. Provisional bond granted. Review in 90 cycles. He turned to leave. No infractions or separation. Door shut. Sally exhaled. You chose. Ethan looked at Mira, then Sally. Her eyes held new warmth. Yeah. Family fixes together. Mira tugged his hand. More fix. Sally smiled. Full. Radiant. Dawn passed. Hours. Ethan pulled them close. Heart full. Fatherhood across stars. One wrench at a time. But Rusk's parting glance lingered in Ethan's mind. Provisional. Mira yawned again. Story, Papa? Ethan grinned. Engine tail. Once a piston stuck. Sally's hand brushed his. Trust sparked. Outside, shuttle engines hummed. Rusk's ride departing. For now, Ethan settled in. Tools waited. Family waited. He turned the first bolt. Ethan gripped Mira's small hand and led Sally through the workshop door. The kitchen light flickered on with a knee bump. Kitchen first. Rules. No touching hot surfaces. No climbing counters. Tools stay in the shop. Always ask Papa. Mira nodded fast, her iridescent scales shimmering under the bulb. She tugged free and patted the fridge. Cold box? Sally's eyes narrowed. She pulled a slim scanner from her belt. The device hummed as she swept it across the room. Vorn Young Explorer, hazards kill. The scanner beeped at the stove. She yanked the plug. Unverified heat source. Off. Ethan nodded. Smart. Stove's gas. Old model. I'll lock it later. He knelt to Mira's level. See this? He tapped the oven door. Hot hurts. Stay back. Mira mimicked his tap. Hot bad. Sayali moved to the cabinets. Her scanner pinged again. Chemicals? She cracked one open, revealing cleaner bottles. Degreaser for the shop. Ethan stepped in, safe if locked. He grabbed a bungee cord from a drawer and cinched the handles tight. No access now. Sayali's shoulders eased a fraction. She tested the cord. It held. Actions match words. Mira darted to the table. She climbed a chair and reached for a hanging ladle. Ethan caught her mid-lift. Down. Rule 2. Ask first. Papa catch. Mira giggled, scales flushing pink. Ethan set her on the floor. Good catchers stay safe. He eyed the open space between kitchen and shop. Mira could toddle right into wrenches and vices. No time for fancy gates. It dashed back to the workshop. Sally followed, scanner still active. What now? Barrier. Ethan snatched 2 heavy shop clamps from the bench, their jaws wide enough for panels. He grabbed scrap aluminum sheets, leftovers from a shuttle repair, light but sturdy. Clamps bit into the door frame. He wedged panels between, forming a quick wall. 10 seconds per clamp, locked, tight. Mira pressed her face to a gap. Wall? Mira wall? Ethan tested it. Solid. No give. Keeps shop tools away. Kitchen safe zone. He scooped her up again. Your throne. He plopped her on a booster seat he'd bolted down last cycle, prepped for visits that never came. Sally ran her scanner over the barrier. Green lights. Human improvise. Vorn approved precision. She touched the clamps. Strong hold. Ethan wiped his hands. Family needs it. Mira? Hungry? Mira banged the table.
Eat fix!
Saley unpacked a pouch. Vorn rations, verified. She offered a gel pack. Mira tore in. Ethan pulled fruit from the fridge. Human add-on. Safe. He sliced an apple, no peel. Choking hazard gone. Mira snatched a piece. Her eyes widened. Papa sweet. Saley watched. Scanner holstered. She took a slice. Chewed slow. Balanced. Ethan grinned. 8 minutes total. Kitchen secured. Mira slid down. She waddled to the barrier and grabbed a dangling clamp chain. Rattled it. Like a toy. Mine. Ethan knelt. Watch. He demonstrated. Thumb lock. 4-finger brace. Clamp shut with a click. Grip like this. Lockout. Tools sleep safe. Mira. Copied. Her tiny claws fumbled. Clamp slipped. She huffed. Papa, show more. Ethan reset it. Slow. Thumb here. He guided her hand. Gentle pressure. Click. Locked. Mira beamed. Mira lock. She waved it. Papa teach. Saley's gaze softened. She crouched beside them. Born sires guard tools. You teach grip. She learns human way. Ethan nodded. Grit plus precision. Best fix. Mira hugged his leg. Warmth spread. His comm buzzed. Hollow screen lit. Inspector Halden Rusk. Ethan answered. Cole here. Rusk's face appeared. Stern lines etched. Provisional bond review. Compliance visit. Now. Protocols demand immediate hazard sweep. Ethan's gut tightened. Just secured kitchen. Barrier up. 10 minutes insufficient.
I arrive in 5. Infractions mean separation.
Screen blanked. Saley froze. Rusk tests. Again. Mira tilted her head. Papa fix Rusk? Ethan stood. Yeah, kiddo. Quick polish. He scanned the kitchen. Barrier gleamed. Locks tight. No hazards, but Rusk sought cracks. Saley gripped his arm. You built fast. Hold. He met her eyes. Trust flickered there. Real now. Mira tugged them both. Family wall. Ethan exhaled. 5 minutes. Heart raced. Rusk's shuttle hummed outside already. He straightened tools on the counter. Aligned perfect. Mira's tiny print stayed. Proof of bond. Door chime pierced the air. Rusk entered without wait. Scanner out. Demonstrate stability. Child access? Ethan swept an arm. Kitchen zone. Barrier blocks shop. Clamps lockout. Taught her grip. Rusk probed the panels. Tugged. Held. Improvised noted. Vorn standard. Saley nodded. Nest secure. Human provides. Mira ran up. Look, Rusk. Mira lock. She gripped a spare clamp. Clicked it shut. Rusk's brow lifted. Scanner beeped positive. Child initiative. Positive. But his eyes lingered on the corded cabinet. Chemical secured. Locked. No access.
Ethan yanked.
Solid. Rusk tapped his tablet. Provisional holds. Full scan next cycle. He paused at the door. One slip Vorn. Separation permanent. Door hissed shut. Saley exhaled. Passed. Ethan pulled Mira close. Told you. Family fixes. Mira yawned. Papa story now? Saley smiled. Hand on his back. Warm. Nest hours. Ethan nodded. But Rusk's scanner hum echoed. Provisional. Always watching. He settled them at the table. Engine tail. Once, a bolt loose. Mira leaned in. Saley's fingers laced his. Bond tightened. One tool at a time. Shop light stemmed. Night cycle. Ethan flicked them low. Mira dozed on his shoulder. Saley's breath synced with his. Calm silent. For now. He carried Mira to the nook bed. Reinforced frame. Soft barriers. Tucked her in. Scales glowed faint. Saley watched. You choose responsibility. Ethan turned. Fear lost. You and her. Worth it. She stepped close. Lips brushed his cheek. Vorn trust earned. Heat rose. Not just warmth. Spark. Interspecies pull. Morning would bring work. Rusk's shadow, but kitchen stood safe. Barrier held. Ethan lay beside them. Arm around Saley. Mira's hand on his chest. Fatherhood. Wrench turned slow. Stars watched. Next cycle dawned harsh. Comm buzzed early. Rusk, again? No. Shop client. Shuttle down. Ethan rose quiet. Saley stirred. Go. We hold nest. He kissed Mira's forehead, gripped Saley's hand. Back soon. Teach more locks. Outside, engines roared. Life fixed forward. But as he sealed the door, a new ping. Official alert. Bond review accelerated. Cultural alignment test. Vorn nesting ritual. Prepare. Ethan paused. Ritual. Uncharted. Saley's voice called soft. Papa? He smiled grim. Time to learn alien ways. Family first. Door chime blared sharp through the shop's outer seal. Ethan spun from the console, alert pinging in his ear. Rusk. Early. Too early. He glanced back. Mira rubbed sleep from her eyes. Scales shimmering under the low lights. Saley already stood, arms crossed, her liaison badge glinting. Stay calm, Ethan murmured to them. He hit the release. Airlock hissed open. Inspector Halden Rusk strode in, tablet glowing, uniform crisp. 2 protocol drones hummed at his flanks, scanners whirring. Cole, Vorn, review, accelerated. No physical contact with the miner until cleared. Mira edged forward. Papa? Ethan stepped between them, hands open. Goal. Keep Mira safe. No escalation. Inspector. Paperwork's uploading. What's the rush? Rusk's eyes narrowed, scanning the kitchen nook. Reinforced barriers. Padded corners. Scale-safe latches. Protocol 47B. Interspecies nesting demands audit. Human proximity risks cultural misalignment. Step back from the child. Saley's tail flicked sharp. She planted herself beside Ethan. Assumptions, Inspector? Vorn protocols value actions. Test him here. Now. In front of me. Rusk paused. Tablet flickering. Liaison Vorn, this is standard. Non-standard bond. Saley's voice cut steel. Hybrid nest. He protects. Watch. Ethan nodded once. Steady. No fear. He pulled up the shopcam feed on the main screen. Logs ready. Every mod documented. He tapped play. Footage rolled. Him welding barrier frames at 0200 cycles, installing heat sensors synced to Mira's scales, fabricating grip pads for her tiny claws, no slips, rag stations everywhere, boiling points calibrated for Vorn tolerance. Rusk leaned in, drones dipping closer. Adequate. But competency requires live demo. Nesting ritual. Prepare sustenance cycle. Ethan moved to the prep station. Goal. Prove readiness. He filled the boiler. Precise temp. Vorn safe steam. Poured herbal steep. Steam curling faint. Set mugs. Is plain alloy. Saley's insulated. Mira's with extendable handle. Rag-wrapped base. Mira scampered up. Eyes wide. Hot drink. Like Papa's tails. Easy, Spark. Ethan slid her mug forward. Rag folded ready. Rusk watched. Stylus poised. Child. Demonstrate grasp protocol. Mira reached, claws outstretched. Mug teetered. Scalding steam hissed. Ethan lunged. Rag snapped out, intercepted, clean. Wrapped the base. Guided her claws gentle. Cool hold first. Sip slow. He lifted it to her lips, her scales cooling under his palm. Mira giggled, slurped safe. Papa fast. Saley's hand brushed his arm. Pride flickered in her eyes. Rusk cleared his throat. Drones beeped approval. Reflex competency noted, no breach. He tapped his tablet, temporary contact permit issued. 72 cycles. Formal cultural audit scheduled. Vorn nesting full right. Prepare integration log.
Ethan exhaled slow.
Mira hugged his leg, victory small, but held. Rusk turned to leave. 1 misalignment call. Custody review permanent. Airlock sealed. Silence dropped. Saley pulled Ethan close. You moved faster than law. Trust deepens. Mira tugged his hand. More tails. Nest safe now. Ethan knelt, scooped her up. Tails later. Locks first. He carried her to the nook. Saley's fingers lacing his free hand. Shop hummed back to life. Client shuttle inbound. But nest secured. For now. Ethan sealed the outer bay. Grease still under his nails from the morning fix. Client drone lifted off. Engines purring smooth. Human tweak. He wiped his hands. Stepped inside. Saley stirred a pot. Aromas sharp and herbal. Mira stacked blocks. her hybrid tail swishing patterns only Voran eyes caught.
Logs updated? Saley asked, not looking up.
Every bolt. Ethan synced the cam to her secure link. Rusk's drones pulled data. Clean. Mira toppled her tower. Appa, build higher. He crouched, handed her a scale grip block. Team lift. Together they stacked. His steady hands, her eager claws. Tower rose true. Sally's gaze softened. Born nests test endurance, not just safety. Ritual tomorrow. Shared vigil. No sleep till dawn sink. Ethan nodded. Learn fast. Show me. Evening cycle deepened. Mira yawned first. Ethan tucked her in. Barrier snug, nightlight pulsing her scale rhythm. She clutched his finger. Stay close. Always. He lingered till her breaths evened. Saley waited in the main room. Vigil prep. She dimmed lights, laid out mats, Born weave heat retaining. Sit. Sink breaths. He mirrored her cross-legged pose. Inhale deep. Hold. Release slow. Her scales glowed faint rhythm, sinking to his pulse. Human lungs, strong. She murmured, or an admire. Team breath. His hand found hers. Warmth built. Not just air. Compinged soft. Audit reminder. Nesting right details. Shared sustenance. Vigil bond. Misstep flag separation. Ethan squeezed her hand. No fear. Responsibility pulled harder. Dawn edged in. Mira stirred. Papa? Mana? Play? Solly rose fluid. Nest holds. Ethan stretched, muscles humming. First ride passed quiet, but audit loomed. Shop client buzzed, priority hall. Ethan geared up. Hold fort, Saley's nod firm. We prepare. Mira learns your locks. He kissed Mira's forehead, gripped Saley's waist brief. Spark jumped. Interspecies fire. Outside, engines growled. Work called. Family anchored. Mid-shift console flashed. Rusk addendum. Audit forward. Observe Vorn child-rearing marker. Human adaptation required. Ethan paused, wrench mid-turn. Marker, unbriefed. Ping followed. Saley's text. Mira's scale, molt incoming. Handled gentle. Show Rusk tomorrow. Molt. Alien shed. Human hands. Risky. He revved the shuttle fix. Mind mapping. Soft cloths. No pulls. Steady. Back home. Mira scratched her arm. Scales flaked faint. Itchy papa. Ethan knelt. Nest time. He fetched the prep kit. Vorn oils. Human applicators. Soft touch. Saley watched close. Rusk tests this. Humans rough. Not me. He oiled a cloth. Dabbed light. Mira sighed relief, leaning in. Scales loosened perfect. No tear. Clean shed. Mira beamed. Papa magic. Saley's tail curled his leg, earned deeper. Night fell. Vigil 2 breath sank again. Mira between, hands on both. Calm, silent. Nest pulsed alive. Morning hit harsh. Door chime. Rusk, drones trailing. Marker audit, Rusk barked. Demonstrate molt handling. Ethan stood ready. Mira presented arm. Fresh scales gleaming. Watch, he repeated. Oil, dab. Gentle lift, plaque free. Mira cooed, drone scanned. Rusk grunted. Competent. Permit extended. Full right next cycle. Bond declaration. Mira hugged Ethan tight. Family. Saley stepped forward, eyes locked on Rusk. He chooses us. Over fear. Rusk nodded curt. Actions noted. Log all. Airlock hissed shut. Ethan exhaled. One spill dodged. One molt aced. But declaration? Born right deep. Permanent claim. Saley pulled him aside. Declare tomorrow. Vorn way. Blood mix. Scale etch. His gut tightened. Interspecies cut. Trust total. Mira yawned. Papa etch pretty? Prettiest. He ruffled her frills. Shop lights low. Nest waited. Ethan laid between them. Mira's hand on chest. Saley's breath sink. Fatherhood turned wrench tight. Dawn ping. Right supplies inbound. Rusk oversight live feed. One wrong cut. Family splits. Ethan rose first. Sterilized tools. Steady hands. Human precision. Door chime. Supplies dropped. Inside. Etch kit. Vorn blade. Fine as scalpel. Saley prepped Mira's scale patch. Small. Safe. Your mark first, then ours. Rusk's drone hovered close, red lens whirring. Proceed with etch. Live feed to central registry. Ethan gripped the Vorn blade. Fine edge caught the shop lights. His hand stayed steady. Mechanics' precision from years stripping engines. Mira sat cross-legged on the nest mat. Frills perked. Saley knelt beside her, holding the girl's arm flat. Fresh scale patch gleamed teal. Deep breath, Mira. Ethan pressed the blade tip. One shallow line. His initial. E. Blood welled, thin, violet-tinged. Mira didn't flinch. She giggled instead. Sayeli's eyes narrowed approval. Human steady! Born honor it! Rusk tapped his pad. Mark registered. Hybrid claim logged. Oversight pauses. 3 cycles. No incidents. Drones zipped out. Airlock sealed. Ethan exhaled, bandaging Mira's arm. All done. Prettiest etch ever. Mira beamed, flexing her scales. Papa's letter! Mine next. Saley's hand squeezed his shoulder. Tomorrow. Shop. She learns your world. But formal name. Mira Kesh-born Cole. In public. Clan right demands. Ethan nodded. Practical. Rules kept families intact. Got it. Mira Kesh it is. Dawn broke. Ethan scooped Mira up. Shop time. Help Papa sort parts. Saeli followed. Liaison badge clipped. One task. Simple. Watch her close. Shop doors hissed open. Grease scents hit Ethan first. Home. Racks of tools gleamed. He set Mira on a stool by the bench. Color-coded bins waited. Red for seals. Blue for gaskets. Green for filters. See these? He held up a red seal. Match reds to the tray. Blues here. Greens there. Go slow. Mira's eyes widened. Tiny claws snatched a red piece. She sorted fast. Clink. Clink. Frills quivered excitement. Like puzzle. Mira Kesh good? Ethan grinned. Best sorter ever. He glanced at Saeli. She leaned against the wall, arms crossed, watching. Call her Mira Kesh, Saeli said sharp. Public space. Comm logs here. Ethan paused mid-wipe. A drone pod blinked in the corner. Always listening. Right. Mira Kesh Vorn Cole, keep sorting. Mira Kesh chirped. Yes, Papa. Bin rattled louder. Saeli's nod softened. Actions teach. Words bind. Ethan saw the strain. Her shoulders tight. Translation glitches sparked fights before. Mira Kesh fixated on him. But Saeli tested every step. He grabbed scrap, plasteel. Time to fix that. He sketched quick. Pictograms on the board. Hammer for tools. Fork for meal. Bed for nest. Arrows for order. Colors matched the bins. Laminated it under heat sealer. Hung it by the door. Look. He pointed. No words. Pictures say routine. Shop. Sort. Eat. Nest. Mira Kesh clapped. Papa magic board. Saley's frills relaxed a fraction. Bypasses calm static smart. Vorn use glyphs too. Ethan shrugged. Keep stress low. Everyone wins. She stepped closer. Her scent, spice and metal, brushed him. You build trust, not force. Mira Kesh hummed, stacking greens perfect. Then she froze. Eyes on the security panel by the door. Ethan had swiped his palm earlier. Standard lockdown gesture for solo work. Open hand, thumb curl, press. She mimicked. Exact, tiny palm slapped the pad. Thumb curled, alarms blared. Red lights strobed. Doors slammed shut. Hydraulics whirred. Bolts thudded home. Shop sealed tight. Lockdown, Ethan lunged. Console flashed. Full containment. Power draw spiked. Mira Kesh wailed. Papa. Doors ate us. Saley snatched her up. Human breach. Rusk pulls permit. Ethan's pulse hammered. No panic. Assess. Panel hummed. Backup power looped. Cut main. Blackout risks tools. Nest heaters. Mira Kesh shivered in Sally's arms. Stay calm. He cracked the access panel. Wires glowed. Red security feed. Blue lock servos. Green override. Human fix. Trace the loop. Saley's voice edged. Disable. Now. Or drones. Swarm. Fingers danced. He bridged blue to green. Bypass without drop. Servos whined reverse. Bolts retracted. Doors hissed open. Alarms cut silent. Fresh air rushed in. Ethan wiped sweat. Controlled it. No power loss. Mirakesh peeked from Sally's shoulder. "Papa strong!" Sally set her down slow. Eyes searched his, probing. You knew the sequence. No tools. No cut power. Mechanic trick. Ethan closed the panel. Feel the flow. Humans improvise. She touched his hand. Claws light. Born seal with blood. You seal with hands. Mirakesh safe. The girl toddled over, hugged his leg. No more copy? Ethan knelt. Copy smart things, like sorting. He tapped the board. Next, eat. Sally exhaled. Rusk feed saw. He grunts approval. Com pinged. Rusk's voice. Incident logged. Human override competent. Trust metric up. Shop access extended. Ethan ruffled Mirakesh's frills. One crisis down. But her fixation grew, eyes locked on him like gravity. Sayali's test deepened. Afternoon hummed. Mirakesh sorted flawless. Ethan tuned an engine. Vorn freighter part. Alien tolerances tight. Sayali's gaze lingered as he calibrated torque. You choose this, she murmured. Disrupt life. For us. Right thing. He torqued the bolt. Wrench clicked perfect. Families not fear. Mirakesh dragged the board over. Pointed to nest icon. Home now? Sayali lifted her. Soon, Papa finishes. Ethan watched them. Hybrid girl bridging worlds. His etch on her scale itched under bandage. Permanent. Evening fell. Nest called, but comm buzzed again. Rusk. Full right review tomorrow. Bring clan proofs. Sily's frills stiffened. They probed deeper. Your world. Our ways. Ethan nodded. Steady. We show actions. Mirakesh yawned, clutching his finger. Papa etch more? Heart tugged. Fatherhood wrenched tighter. Shop lights dimmed. They stepped out. Doors sealed clean. But in the corridor a shadow waited. Rusk's unmarked drone. Lens dark. Watching. Ethan's gut twisted. Proofs. What proofs? One slip, and family fractures. Ethan punched the door code. The panel beeped green. His quarters door slid aside, spilling dim light into the corridor. Sally stepped in first. Mira clutched to her chest. The hybrid girl's frills drooped low, exhaustion pulling at her scales. Ethan followed, comm still buzzing faint from Rusk's drone shadow outside. He sealed the door. No time for drone worries. Nest first. He crossed the main room in 3 strides, grabbed the toolkit from under his workbench. Sleeping nook. Here. He yanked a storage crate aside, clearing space against the bulkhead, pulled out thermal mats, humidity pads, and a sensor rig, salvaged from freighter medkits. Practical fixes. Mira needed Vorn standards. 85% humidity, 28 degrees core temp. He slapped the sensor probe to the wall. Numbers flickered. 42% humidity. 22 degrees, too dry, too cool. Sayali's frills flicked sharp. She set Mira down on the mat. No. Her voice cut flat. Off-world pediatric code. Nested enclosure. Phase-filtered air. Frill support weave. Human pad? Traps heat wrong. Panic builds. Ethan paused, probe in hand. Rejected. Fine. He nodded once. Show me. No argument. Actions proved. She knelt, traced a pattern on the deck with one claw, enclosed 3 sides. Weave here. Ethan dragged flex panels from storage, ship bulkhead scraps. He bent them into a nook, 3 walls high as Mira's shoulder. Sayali wove thermal strips through gaps, her claws precise. He synced the sensor. Humidity pump word, misting fine. Temp climbed steady. 85%, 28 degrees. Frills would breathe right. Mira stirred, peeked from Sally's arms, her eyes locked on Ethan. Papa nest. Done. He tested the weave. Firm. No pinch points. Sally scanned it with her wrist unit. Green light. She exhaled slow. Acceptable. First try failed. Second holds. Ethan wiped his hands. Trust notched up. 1 beat. Next. Eat. He moved to the galley alcove. Rations cabinet clicked open. Pulled protein bars. Boiled synth veggies. Bland human fuel. Steamed them quick. No spice. Mira's hybrid gut couldn't handle heat yet. Sayali watched, Mira on her hip. Human bland. Vorn ratios. Paste base. 3-1 protein fiber. Scale child digests slow.
He nodded.
Grabbed her nutrient tube from the kit. Squeezed paste into the bowl. Mixed 3-1 with his mash. Mashed finer. Tested temp on wrist. Cool enough. Try. Mira reached. Sayeli fed her a spoonful. Girl hummed, frills perking. No rejection. Ate half the bowl. Sally's gaze softened a fraction. Adapts. You learn fast. Ethan plated the rest for Sally. She took it. Ate standing. Efficient. Rusk probes tomorrow. Clan proofs. Etch bond, provision log, calm proof. Calm proof? He stacked bowls. Sink later. Scale panic. Vorn young sees if unchecked. No force. Steady anchor. Her frills tucked in. Old scar? Ethan filed it. Night deepened. Mira yawned wide. Scales shimmering under lights. Sayali carried her to the nook. Tucked her in. Weave hummed soft, but Sayali didn't settle. She paced the main room, frills rigid. I wake, always. She panics alone. Ethan dimmed lights, grabbed his bunk pad. Sleep. I watch. No. Sayali crossed arms. Prove. Keep calm without force. Born rule. Safe made anchors storm. No chains. Test. Direct. Ethan met her eyes, steady. Deal. She eyed him, then nodded, curled on the edge of his bunk, back to wall, eyes half shut but alert. Ethan settled in a chair. Low light. Mira's breaths evened out. Frills relaxed. He monitored sensor. Stable. Hours ticked. Quarters hummed quiet. Ethan's eyes burned, but he held. Then, Mira thrashed. Frills spiked wild. A keening whine pierced the air. Panic episode. Scales flushed deep violet. She clawed at the weave. Breaths ragged gasps. Sayali bolted up. Froze mid-step. Watching. Ethan moved smooth. No grab. Knelt at nook edge. Mira! Papa here. Voice low, even. He tapped his chest rhythmically. Breathe with me. Into. Out 4. Her eyes locked on him. Wild, but fixating. Wine hitched. Into. He inhaled slow. Chest rose deliberate. Out 4. Exhaled longer. Mira's frills twitched. Mimicked. In. Short. Out. Shaky. Again. In 2. He counted aloud. Fingers tapped steady. 1, 2. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Her claws eased off weave. Breath synced. Frills lowered. Violet faded to soft blue. She clutched his offered finger. Squeezed. Good. Steady now. He kept counting till her eyes drooped. Sayeli sank back. Watched full. No words. Mira settled. Slept deep. Ethan stayed knelt. Back ached. Worth it. Sally's voice whispered. One rule shared. Vorn judgemates. Anchor without bind. You hold. Trust built. But her frills stayed half raised. More rules tomorrow. Rusk demands all. Ethan nodded. We meet them. Dawn cycle lights flickered on. Mira stirred happy. But calm pinged harsh. Rusk. Coal. Review in 1 hour. Full. Clan proofs. Delay forfeits access. Ethan's gut nodded. Proof stacked higher. One wrong move. Drone outside became separation squad. Sally's eyes met his. Test peaked. Mira tugged his sleeve. Papa etch more? Clan? He ruffled her frills. Steady. Yeah, kid. Clan. But Rusk's drone lens glowed red through the door slit, recording every breath. The door panel slammed open. Rusk strode in, badge gleaming under the dawn lights. A new figure trailed him, tall, scaled auditor with datapads clutched tight. Cole, Vorn. Demonstration now. Joint care routines per protocol 47B. Fail and access ends. Ethan rose from Mira's side. He scooped her up gentle. Her frills fluttered against his neck. Routine starts here. He pointed to the wallboard. Etched grid of cycles, colors for meals, checks, rests. Human fix. Alien script overlaid. Morning sync. Breaths first. Done. Next. Board review. Mira wriggled down. Claws tapped the board. Papa etch. Meal glow green. She poked the meal slot. Ethan nodded. Right. Prep time. He moved to the kitchen nook. Pulled nutrient packs. Sally's clan blend. His protein strips mixed in. Hand steady. He sliced roots. Steamed pods. Vorn young need heat-stable gels. Human knife cuts clean. No waste. Steam rose sharp. Herbal tang filled air. Sayali watched from the side. Frills low, approving. Rusk's drone hovered, lens whirring. The auditor scribbled. Ethan plated portions. Mira's small, gel-heavy. Sally's spiced. His plain. Portions match mass. Mira's hybrid. Needs both. He set Mira's tray low. She dug in. Violet eyes on him. Papa eat too. In a sec, Ethan knelt, ran safety checks. Locks. Door sealed. Vents. Filters fresh. Play zone. Edges padded. No sharp. He tapped the corner mats. His welds. Reinforced. Last cycle. Drone scanned clean. Logged. Mira mimicked patting a pad. Safe. Papa fix. Rusk crossed arms. Routine noted. Bud joint. Vorn. Your proofs. Sayali stepped forward, unrolled a thin clan scroll. Holo ink shimmered. Vorn ledger. Ethan Cole, contributor. 3 cycles etched. Anchor rights shared. Names glowed. Sally Vorn primary. Mira Vorn Cole secondary. Ethan listed third. Steadfast provider. Breath sync witness. Ethan glanced. Heart thudded. She'd filed it quiet, after the panic night. Mira's name hyphenated. Is. The auditor leaned in. Scanned the holo. Valid clan mark. But residence? She swept a pad over the room. Human quarters. Mechanic bay adjacent. Vibration logs high. Structural scans. Microfractures. Unstable for Vorn Young. Recommend removal of non-clan adult. Cole out. Pending habitat review. Rusk nodded sharp. Agreed. Protocol clear. Child to secure wing. Vorn, Packer gear.
Ethan's gut twisted. He blocked the path natural.
Wait. Fractures fixed last week. Logs show. Nira froze mid-bite. Frills spiked red. Sally's eyes narrowed on the auditor.
No delays. Rusk signaled the drone.
Restraint field hummed active. Mira whimpered, dropped her spoon. Sally tensed, but Mira moved first. She scrambled up. Claws dug into Ethan's leg. Frills flared full violet. Bond pulse. High whine pierced the air. She pressed her crest plate to his chest. Skin contact locked. Glands secreted. Sticky, warm, claim mark. Born right. Public bind. The drone beeped alarm. Auditor's pad flashed red. Binding gesture. Child initiated. Legal trigger! Rusk paled. Stand down! That's clan law override. Ethan held still. Mira's mark seeped through his shirt. Tingled skin, her eyes locked huge on his. Papa. Clan stay. He cupped her frills gentle. Breathed slow. In 2.
Out 4.
She synced instant. Sayali exhaled. Frills dropped full blue. She touched the auditor's pad. Recorded. Vorn code 1, 2, alpha. Young's choice binds triad. Ethan stays. The auditor tapped frantic. Confirmed. Public right witnessed. Custody frozen. Review shifts to full integration. Rusk scowled. This changes nothing long-term. Habitat fix in 48 cycles. Or re-eval. He backed out. Drone followed. Lens dim. Door sealed. Silence hit. Mira peeled off Ethan slow. Mark gleamed on his chest. Iridescent swirl. Her scent. Papa etch now? Home safe. Ethan knelt eye level. Yeah, kid. Etch it big. He grabbed the stylus. Added to the board. Bind cycle. Clan full. Siley's hand brushed his shoulder. Warm. You held. Again. He met her gaze. Trust there. Solid. But Rusk's threat lingered. Habitat scans real. Bay vibrations shook walls. Fix needed. Now. Mira tugged them both. Meal. Together. They sat. Ethan chewed his strip. Watched her mash gels happy. Sally's foot nudged his undertable. Silent thanks. Com pinged soft. Sally's clan net. Triad logged. Vorn elder's note. Ethan swallowed. Elders? Bigger proofs coming. He cleared plates. Mira yawned. Nap cycle. Ethan lifted her to the nest. Padded shelf. His blankets woven with Vorn threads. She curled, clutching his finger, slept deep. Sally lingered close. Rusk pushes. You're home. Fix it with me? Ethan nodded. Tools in bay. Start now. Bay moved quiet. Bay door hissed open. Vibrators hummed low. Engine tests. Walls hummed back. She traced a crack. Clan webs reinforce. Human weld holds. He fired the torch. Sparks danced. Her hands wove filaments. Gossamer strong. Bonded seamless. Hours blurred. Mira woke, calling. They returned, sweat-streaked. She pounced. Papa glow! Mama weave. Ethan laughed. First real one today. Sally's frills flushed pink. Rare. Night cycle dropped. Mira demanded story etch. Ethan scratched the board. Panic night. Breaths sink. Bind holds. She traced it sleepy. Sayeli dimmed lights. Slid beside him on the floor mat. Human steady. Vorn need that. Her crest brushed his arm. Mark matched hers now. Faint echo. Ethan's hand found hers. Claws retracted. Fingers laced. Clan rules. We learn 'em. Calm buzzed urgent. Rusk again. Cole. Elders pinged your triad. Audit round 2. Endurance test. Dawn. Fail. Bind voids. Ethan's grip tightened. Mira stirred. Sayeli's eyes met his. Test peaked higher. But Mira mumbled. Papa. Her mark pulsed warm on his chest. He breathed deep. In 2. Out 4. Ready. Dawn lights flickered early. Ethan checked the board. New slot. Endurance. Mira clapped. Clan win. Sally prepped packs. Born test. Hold through storm. Ethan nodded. Bay fixed. Bind etched. But Rusk brought elders now? Door chime hit. Not Rusk. Hollowface appeared. Scaled elder. Frills ancient gold. Triad Vorn Cole. Right. Query. Child's bind. Prove endurance. Ethan straightened. Mira hid behind his leg. Sayeli's hand on his back. Steady. The hollow sharpened. Demonstrate. Storm sim. Hold her. Console word. Room shook. Vibration field max. Walls groaned like bay engines. Mira whined. Frills spiked. Ethan scooped her. Breaths. In 2. She clutched. Out 4. Shakes rattled teeth. Sally wove a web sling. Strapped them secure. Anchor. Elder watched. Quakes peaked. Mira's eyes locked. Synced breaths. Frills blew. Field dropped. Elder nodded. Endurance proven. Triad sealed. Local override. Hollow faded. Rusk's calm silent. Mira squealed. Papa hold storm! Ethan exhaled. Sally's arms wrapped them both. Full clan. But Bay console pinged. New scan request. Habitat clear, but integration probe. Deeper. Ethan ruffled Mira's frills. More rules tomorrow. She grinned. Papa etch all. Trust locked.
Family built, one quake at a time.
Rusk's drone returned. Lens read again. Full probe. Now. Ethan slammed the console override. The drone's red lens swiveled toward him. Full probe denied, he said. Request mediated hearing. Now. Mira peeked from behind Sally's legs, her frills twitching. Sayeli nodded once. Sharp. She tapped her wrist comb, linking the feed. Drone word. Protocol requires. Shop logs uploading. Ethan cut in. He punched keys. Routine footage streamed. Him welding panels while Mira stacked tools. Sally logging manifests beside them. Witness statements followed. Dock workers vouching shifts. Clan elders from the right confirming triad seal. Rusk's voice crackled through. Hearing scheduled. Habitat module. 1 hour. Bring the child. Ethan scooped Mira up. Her arms locked around his neck. Papa fight drone. Paper fight, he murmured. Hold tight. Sally packed data slates. Her frills lay flat. Disciplined. They test permanence. Sign nothing yet. They marched to the habitat module. Lifts hummed. Corridors echoed with bootsteps. Mira hummed a clan tune, syncing breaths with Ethan's. Door hissed open. Rusk waited inside, flanked by 2 elders. Scaled frills etched silver. Holoscreens flickered with probe data. Ethan Cole, Rusk said. Full integration probe flags instability. Human bay, not child habitat. Ethan set Mira down. She clung to his knee. Logs show routine. Witnesses confirm bond. Right sealed triad. Rusk scrolled slates. Temporary. Protocols demand co-parent contract, binding. Or separation. Sally's hand tensed on Ethan's back. She stepped forward. I offer contract. Vorn clan standard. Hollow projected the document. Clauses scrolled, shared custody, veto rights for child safety, relocation mandates if habitats shift, full responsibility, financial, protective, cultural immersion, no exit without elder override. Ethan scanned lines. Ruin clauses glared, asset forfeiture on breach, habitat exile. His shop, his life, gone if he faltered. Mira tugged his pant leg. Papa sign, clan stay. Sally's eyes locked on his. Actions, not words, except full clauses. No edits.
Ethan breathed.
Into. Out 4. Fatherhood hit like a seized engine. Non-negotiable fix. He gripped the stylus. Full responsibility. I sign. Stylus scratched hollow pad. Seal glowed green. Triad etched permanent. Rusk's brow furrowed. Relocation options. You commit without terms? Ethan nodded. Wherever safe for her. Alpha, no bargaining comfort. Elders murmured. Frills shifted gold. Rusk verified scans. Logs matched. Footage synced. Witnesses pinged affirmatives.
Compliance verified, Rusk said. Permanent mixed family permit issued.
Conditions, weekly oversight logs, habitat audits, cultural right renewals. Hollow stamped born coal unit. Mira squealed, jumped into Ethan's arms. Papa etch forever. Siley exhaled. Her hand found his, frills blooming blue. Clan holds. Rusk packed his kit. Ritual set now. Document unity. Elders activated console. Soft chime filled the room. Weekly rite. Shared breath anchor. Dawn every cycle. Log it. Ethan knelt. Mira on one knee. Saley on the other. They synced. In 2. Out 4. Frills synced blue. Room hummed approval. Unit recognized. Rusk said. Door slid wide. They walked out. Ethan's arm around Siley's waist. Mira's hand in his. Dock lights gleamed. Shop waited, but family led. Mira skipped ahead. Papa, storm again? Clan win. Ethan chuckled. Sally's fingers squeezed. Trust locked solid, but console pinged from his pocket. New alert. Off-world relay. Vorn Coal Triad. Habitat shift approved. Relocate cycle 3. Prepare. Siley's frills spiked. Ethan's gut tightened. Real move now. No quake sim. This one shook worlds. He ruffled Mira's frills. Pack time, kid. Adventure etch. She grinned. Papa hold all storms. Saley leaned in. Lips brushed his ear. You signed ruin. We build new bay. Together. Ethan nodded. Steady. One breath at a time. Dock crew waved as they passed. Whispers followed. Human holds Vorn right. Extraordinary. He hefted Mira higher. Ordinary fix. Family fuel. Alert pinged again. Details scrolled. New station. Clan enclave. Human quarter sparse. His tools. Ship or scrap. Saeli read over his shoulder. My liaison post transfers. Mira's creche lines up. Ethan pocketed the slate. Logs first. Shop handover tomorrow.
They hit the bay.
Mira dove for her tool stack. Saeli fired up manifests. Ethan welded a final brace. Stormproof sling for the journey. Hours blurred. Grease smeared hands. Mira yawned. Frills drooping. Ethan wiped her face. Breath anchor. Sleep. She curled in his lap. Saley wove the web beside. You chose this. Ruin or rise? Rise, he said. Signed it solid. Dawn crept. Right chime hit. They breathed as one permit glowed on the wall. Rusk's drone hovered outside. Lens green now. Oversight logged. Crew filed in. Heard the seal. Tools for the move. Ethan nodded. Pack 'em. Family first. Siley smiled. Rare, full, human practical. Vorn endures. Mira stirred. Papa dream. Big Bay clan storms. Ethan kissed her crest. Heart full. Ruin. Worth every clause. But relay buzzed. Urgent tag. Inspector Rusk override query. Probe child hybrid markers. Genetic drift risk. Siley's hand stilled. Ethan's jaw set.
Another test. Deeper probe.
He stood. Request hearing. Again. Family braced. One quake more.